Imagine waking up one morning, opening your laptop and realizing it no longer matters. Not because it's broken, not because it's slow, but because the world has moved on. Tech headlines scream it every few months.
It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but tech companies are competing over developing quantum computers.
Quantum computers are the future.
Quantum computers is the wild card. It could be a game changer. It could change the entire landscape of artificial intelligence.
Quantum supremacy achieved.
Google announced today they've achieved quantum supremacy.
Classical computers are obsolete.
13,000 times faster, not faster than your laptop, faster than the world's most powerful supercomputer.
And somewhere between these headlines, a silent fear grows. Will quantum computers replace laptops? Will our phones become useless? Will everything we know about computing disappear? Today, we are going to answer these questions honestly. No hype, no exaggeration, and no fear-mongering. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand why quantum computers will never replace your laptop. Not today, not tomorrow, and not even in the far future. And more importantly, you will understand what quantum computers are actually meant to do. Let's start with something familiar. Your laptop is not just a machine. It's a general purpose problem solver. Every email you send, every video you watch, every document you write, every game you play, all of it runs on one simple idea: classical bits. A bit can be either 0 or 1, off or on, false or true. This may sound primitive, but it's precisely why classical computers are so powerful. They are stable, predictable, affordable, and energy efficient. Your laptop doesn't try to solve the hardest problems in the universe. It solves human-scale problems. Typing text, rendering images, streaming audio, and managing files. And it does this reliably every second for hours without collapsing into chaos. That reliability is not an accident. It is the entire purpose of classical computing. Here's the biggest myth you need to forget. Quantum computers are not faster computers. They are not next generation laptops. They are not super powered PCs. Quantum computers are something entirely different. They are specialized scientific machines designed to solve very specific kinds of problems. To understand why, we must understand what makes them quantum. Quantum computers use qubits instead of bits. A classical bit is either 0 or 1. A qubit can exist in a superposition, that is, a combination of both 0 and 1 at the same time. This sounds magical, right? But it comes with a price. The moment you try to observe a qubit, its quantum state collapses. This means you can't freely read data, you can't constantly check results, and you can't treat it like normal memory. Quantum computing is not about storing information, it's about manipulating probability. And that makes it powerful, but also extremely limited. Let's be brutally honest. A quantum computer is terrible at running operating systems, opening applications, watching videos, browsing the internet, and playing games. Why? Because these tasks do not benefit from quantum mechanics. There is no quantum advantage in typing text, clicking buttons, and rendering user interfaces. Using a quantum computer for daily tasks would be like using a particle accelerator to cook dinner. Technically impressive, but practically useless. Your laptop can survive heat, dust, movements, and noise. Quantum computers cannot. Qubits are extremely fragile. They are destroyed by temperature changes and vibrations, electromagnetic interference, even cosmic radiations. This is called decoherence. The moment the quantum system interacts with the environment, it stops being quantum. This is why quantum computers must be kept near absolute zero, shielded from the environment, and housed in massive laboratories. You will never carry one in a backpack. You will never use one on a plane. Quantum computers are not personal devices. They are infrastructure. You may have heard the phrase quantum supremacy. This does not mean quantum computers replaced classical ones. It means that for one extremely specific task, a quantum computer did something faster than a classical computer could. That task had no practical use, no real-world application, no relevance to daily computing. It was a scientific milestone, not a technological takeover. Unfortunately, headlines simplified it, and confusion followed. This part is critical. Quantum algorithms are rare. Only a small class of problems benefit from quantum acceleration. Examples include quantum system simulation, certain optimization problems, specific cryptographic algorithms. Most problems we solve every day do not fall into these categories. For everything else, classical computers are faster, cheaper, and more reliable. Quantum computing is not a universal upgrade. It is a narrow-focused tool. And here's a fact that destroys the replacement myth. Quantum computers cannot operate alone. They depend on classical computers to prepare inputs, control operations, correct errors, and interpret results. So in reality, quantum computers act like co-processors. Just like GPUs assist CPUs, they do not replace them. Your laptop remains the brain. The quantum machine becomes a specialist assistant. Your laptop runs on a battery. Quantum computers require cryogenic cooling, massive power systems, complex shielding, and dedicated facilities. Replacing billions of laptops with quantum machines would be environmentally disastrous, economically impossible, and technologically pointless. Efficiency matters, and classical computers win by a landslide. Even in the distant future, this balance remains. Why? Because human tasks do not need quantum mechanics. Quantum systems will always be fragile. Classical systems will always be simpler. Technological evolution doesn't replace tools. It adds new layers. We didn't replace hammers with cranes. We added cranes for specific jobs. Quantum computers are the cranes, and laptops are the hands. So the real future looks like this. Classical computers handle everyday life, AI systems handle pattern recognition, and quantum computers handle deep scientific problems. All of the three together, not competing with each other. Your laptop becomes more important, not less, because someone still has to ask the questions, interpret the answers, and make decisions. Quantum computers don't think, humans do. So let's end this fear. Quantum computers will not replace your laptops. They will not replace your phone. They will not replace classical computing. They will replace impossible problems, and that's a good thing. Your laptop is safe. Your skills are safe. Your future is safe. If this video helped you understand quantum computing without the hype, subscribe to The Curious Quantum and tell me in the comments what quantum myth should we break next. Until then, stay curious, and thanks for watching.